Hey guys, it's Adam here, back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the 2020 Razer Blade. Design. The 2021 Razer Blades remind me of the older 2015 and redesigned 2021 MacBook Pros, with the chamfered edges, great build quality with that CNC aluminum, and a black keyboard deck. The Razer Blade 15 2020 is also a hefty machine, coming in at over 4.73 pounds, so students beware. If you are carrying this in your backpack all day, it might get a little tiring, especially with all those books and notebooks and pencils and all that other school stuff. Now, the laptop screen here is also pretty sturdy. There's not that much flex when you open it. It doesn't wobble at all. It's pretty good. This is exactly what I expect from Razer, as their previous history would show me. Like their sturdiness and their screens are also pretty good. So keep this up. Don't screw it up. So, the UI, or the user experience on the Razer Blade, is actually pretty good. I personally have installed Windows 11 on here now, but previously I have used Windows 10, and that worked pretty well if you do want to stick with the older software as some people prefer. When you open the laptop, you are greeted with Windows Hello Facial Recognition. Zephyrus G15. Sorry, I had a little cough today, sorry. And a big, reasonably bright 15.6-inch display with a 300Hz refresh rate and a 16:9 aspect ratio. For my gamers out there, this is great, and I would like to see a 16:10 display just to get in line with the competition, such as the Asus Zephyrus M16 laptop. For esports titles such as Valorant, CSGO, and Rocket League, the 300Hz refresh rate is perfect. The display on the Razer Blade is reasonably sharp at 1080p and has 100% coverage of the sRGB color space, which is basically like the default color space. It's like that's like the lowest level of decent color accuracy you can get. So I could use this for photo and video editing if I really wanted to. The keyboard could be better. It could have a little more travel. The keys could be a little bigger, and on the 17-inch you could probably have a number pad, but that is completely absent on the 15-inch. But the trackpad, however, holds its own against the Dell XPSs and MacBook Pros of the world. It's pretty good. I give it a solid, B+. But you can clearly tell that it is one step below. Do not expect this to match up to a MacBook Pro or a Dell XPS. You are fooling yourself. As I said before, this PC does do a great job handling Windows, but that's exactly what you would expect from a Core i7. Okay, what you've all been waiting for, performance testing, of course. Alright, in Cinebench, the CPU in here, the Core i7 10875H, 8 cores, 16 threads, 5.1 GHz. This CPU gets a score of 1054 on the single core and 5700 on the multi-core. This is pretty high, and I'd expect it to last like a pretty long time. This is a very good score, especially for a laptop. But through this performance comes at a cost. This laptop comes with a 240 watt power adapter, and the CPU chugs down about 40 watts at full load, and the temps skyrocket to about 80 to 85 degrees Celsius, which for me personally is actually not that bad, but I wouldn't overclock this machine, and I wouldn't push it to its limits too far, because you might end up damaging the system down the line. It's thermally constrained, you can tell. But once you close whatever application you're using, the temperature will obviously cool back down. So, As a result of this, though, when you play video games and when you video edit, like I, of course, do, the fan noise gets, like, really loud. And with the CPU taking this much power and expelling this much heat, I think that the quest for Razer to make the Blade 15 is the Blade 15 gaming laptop is the thinnest yet is true in its price bracket and within its competitors. It is the thinnest, but by doing that, they've sacrificed on cooling potential. Well, of course, this is a gaming laptop for playing games. Right, so how does it run these games? For this testing, of course, I use the most recent NVIDIA drivers available because this is an RTX GPU. And, I use the best drivers available while filming. Because, of course, this is a YouTube video. It's not going to be... I can't use the drivers that you're using right now if you're watching this in the future, far, far future. So, in the games that I tested, all of them got half-decent frame rates, but almost none of them, none of the AAA titles like Warzone, Fortnite, Apex, they didn't actually get to the max refresh rate of 300 Hz, mostly because this GPU cannot push 300 Hz unless it's esport titles like Valorant or CSGO. But those esports titles, such as Valorant and CSGO, they do go up to 270, 280 frames per second. So if you do play those types of games, you will benefit from this. Though if you are an esports player, probably using an external, bigger monitor, but I digress. While playing these games, though, my hands got pretty warm while using a laptop keyboard. Though if you are an enthusiastic gamer, you're probably going to be doing your gaming on an external keyboard, such as I always do with this laptop. Yeah, and if you're sensitive to heat, and if you play for a long time, don't touch the laptop keyboard while gaming. It's gonna literally burn your skin off. It's not a very pleasant experience. Though on the plus side, you know, winter is coming, so you could probably just use it as a heater, you know, toss it to the side, run Cinebench on it in a 30-minute loop for your long gaming nights. Got a heater for you. Alright, so here we are at the battery. And the reason I am so frustrated and disgruntled by this, the torture I have endured over the past year because of the battery problems. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, this laptop, the Blade Advanced, has an 80 watt-hour battery. And with this spec, you can expect, I have no idea. I don't know. The one huge shortcoming with this laptop is that the unit I purchased is defective. And it has this really weird battery bug where the power consumption varies from day to day. So let's say one day I check my power utility, which is like, I use Battery Info View, which is like a software. I can link it down below if you guys have Windows laptops that you would like to use it on. But it basically shows how fast your battery is draining, and this app does not use too much energy. So I know it's not that, because I uninstalled the app and I did all that and it didn't work. That wasn't the issue. Some days I can get 6.5 to 7 hours of battery life on this thing, and on some days it dies within 45 minutes. Like, it's just a cut, like it cuts loose. It doesn't want to, you know, do anything. But the only way for you to fix this problem is for you to reset Windows, and doing that over and over again is not a very pleasant experience. You don't want to reset your Windows over and over and over again, because you have to reinstall your apps, your games, especially with bigger games, Warzone. You have to take hours and hours to install it unless you have fiber optic internet. So yeah, it's not a very intuitive way to fix it, but it works until 3 months later, where you have to do it again because the problem resurfaces. I have had to reset this laptop, oh god, over 7 different times. And after the 5th time, I send it to Razer. They do performance tests. They send it back, having reset my Windows again. And the charts they send me are just graphs of temperatures, when I informed them that it was a battery bug. So, take that as you will. After installing Windows 11 and then resetting the OS, it helped for a couple months. But yeah, you cannot confidently, I do not think that you can confidently daily drive this. If you are in college or if you are at work, you cannot daily drive this laptop. Like you just can't, you know? Because with all that instability, let's say you need to get a paper written for college, or you need to do something for work. Your laptop dies on you. What are you going to do? Like, sure, you can bring a 240 watt power brick with you, but like at that point, just bring a half decent Ultrabook, you know? So, no power outlet, don't bring it. Not worth it. Just, yeah, don't. Now, the Razer Blade 15. Great specs, thin package, mediocre temps. You get all this from the Blade 15 from 2020. And for gamers like me, it's almost perfect. And for others, also like me, it never works out. Still though, it is in the fast lane. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.